that spotlights not only organizations in the community, but a lot of good that's happening in the community as well. So today we're going to spotlight some businesses, some individuals, some charities, and I think it's a great event. First thing I want to do is I'd like to introduce the board. Again, my name is Ken Elkins. I'm president. Our vice president is Troy Powell. Where you at, Troy? Our secretary is Corey Bala. Our treasurer is Sue White. Then we also have Bob Langen. South Lyon City Manager Lynn Lander. Salem Township Trustee David Trent. Ron Nomura from Healing Solutions Massage. And then we have a couple that aren't here today. We have Matt Brostrom from Brostrom Physical Therapy, Sharon Scoffins by Flooring Your Way, and John Dolan, Lyon Township Supervisor. They're also on the board, but couldn't be here today. So thank you very much. This board, I've been privileged to working with them for the last 4 to 5 years. Outstanding group of people. So I'm privileged to work with all of them. So thank you very much. All right, as I mentioned before, this is becoming one of my favorite events, and the reason for that is because we recognize individuals, businesses, and organizations that offer significant contributions to the greater South Lyon area. As many of you have noticed, we've gone under a name change this year to Kensington Valley, and part of doing that is so that we can incorporate all the communities that we serve. Not only South Lyon, Lyon Township, Salem, and Green Oaks, thank you. We wanted to represent basically everybody. And in addition to that, we have members that encompass Novi, Wixom, Commerce Township, and throughout the Detroit area. So I'd also like to take a moment to acknowledge some VIPs that are here with us today. First, we have representing Congressman David Trott, Nick Kennedy. Representing State Representative Kathy Crawford, we have Ruth Ann Jurasek. And representing State Senator Mike Kowal, Lynn O'Brien. Okay. In addition to that, some of these have been mentioned already before, but we're going to mention them again because they are city council members or trustees. David Trent with Salem Township trustee. We also have here a couple of Oakland County commissioners. We have Hugh Crawford and Phil Weiper. Also from the city of South Lyon, city manager again, Lynn Lander. Also from the city of South Lyon, we have Councilwoman Maggie Crutzwell and Bob Donahue. From Lyon Township, we have John Bell, John Hicks, Patty Carconi, Michelle Cash, Chris Dusen, Tina Archer, and also Lieutenant Mark from Oakland County Sheriff. All right, I'm going to call Andrea over here because we're going to get lunch started. We'll be back in a few minutes to start the presentations. We're going to kind of call you by table. We have a lunch buffet in the back. So I'm going to have Andrea start us probably with these first 2 tables.
We're getting there. I'm old. you. Great. Looking good, guys. Thank you.
First one, right? Here we go.
Today I have the honor of presenting the second annual Chamber of Commerce Scholarship to two exemplary individuals. Both recipients will be of the 2017 are graduates of the South Lyon Community School District and have represented their families and schools admirably. Our first recipient attends South Lyon High School, where he has had the distinction of participating for 4 years on the cross-country and track teams and serving as the captain of both teams his senior year. Involvement in service to others has been a priority for this young man, including traveling to the Appalachian Mountains since 8th grade on mission trips with the South Lyon First United Methodist Church. Though accepted to Michigan Technological University, Adam has elected to attend Schoolcraft College to complete an associate's degree in science. Adam has 2 siblings, a brother, Owen, a sister, Olivia, and it is my honor to present this Chamber of Commerce Scholarship to Adam Lashuk, son of David and Laura Lashuk. Our next recipient has been an avid participant for 4 years on the varsity tennis team and 2 years on the varsity baseball team at South Lyon High School. As a high school student, his involvement in service to others and his community include the creation of the high school table tennis club, founding the politics club / social studies Olympiad team, and membership in the National Honor Society. Austin will be attending the University of Michigan in the fall, studying actuarial mathematics and economics. He has 2 siblings, a brother Jack and a sister Ava, and it is my honor to present the Chamber of Commerce Scholarship to Austin Nevin, son of Dave and Danya.
Great job. Okay, our next recipient, we now celebrate the accomplishments of a distinguished group of volunteer leaders for their outstanding service to the community served by the Chamber. Green Oaks, Lyon Township, New Hudson, Salem, and South Lyon. Chamber ambassadors are a group of motivated, enthusiastic, and articulate businessmen and women who serve as the backbone of the Chamber's membership retention program. They represent the Chamber at many civic and social functions. This award presented to the ambassadors who put forth extraordinary effort on behalf of the Chamber. It's my pleasure to welcome as our next presenter to the podium, Ron Nomura of Healing Solutions to present the award.
Good afternoon and welcome. I was an honoree first time I was an ambassador, so this is kind of a privilege to give this one away. Before I introduce this year's Ambassador of the Year, I would like to mention a few things about him. Peter has been a resident of South Lyon for 29 years, born and raised in Ann Arbor. He attended Grand Valley State College and Eastern Michigan University. Peter is currently the business specialist at Citizens Bank here in South Lyon, where he is ranked in the top 10% of the company. Here are a few interesting tidbits about Peter. Let's see. He was a member of the American Red Cross disaster team and worked as a swim instructor and lifeguard for many years. He served as a unit commissioner of the Boy Scouts of America for 7 years. He won a Halloween costume contest dressed as Dracula. He lived in Florida for 7 years prior to coming to South Lyon, so that was, what, 36 years ago. Being an ancestry buff and is proud of his Scottish heritage, Peter owns a kilt. I have not asked him the question. And is a member of the Clan McAllister. He is also a trustee of an abbey. And what's an abbey?
It's like a small castle.
In Scotland. He has talked about golfing in space with Alan Shepard, former astronaut. And lastly, and most important, Peter has been married for over 40 years to his wife, who calls him her best friend in the world. As a former Ambassador of the Year, it gives me great privilege to introduce this year's recipient, Peter Alexander. All set.
Thank you, everybody.
Okay. Next up, we have Business and Organization of the Year. This award recognizes those in the Chamber community for noteworthy accomplishments, longstanding contributions to the community, and significant community service efforts. These organizations will have made a major visible contribution in the past year that reflects growth in achievement, innovation, creativity, or community involvement. They also contribute and promote the economic growth, stability, and improvement of the area which the Chamber serves, and gives of themselves and or staff in time and resources to the Chamber community. This year, the Chamber is elected to present awards for both Organization and Business of the Year. Here to present these awards are Corey Bella and Sue White. Please welcome them to the podium.
Hi, I have the pleasure of introducing the Organization of the Year, the Knights of Columbus. The Knights of Columbus is a worldwide organization of Catholic men dedicated to charity, unity, fraternity, and patriotism. Phil Weipert is the Grand Knight, and John DeWald is the Deputy Grand Knight. The fraternity here in South Lyon resides at the St. Joseph Catholic Church. The fraternity consists of 170 members who donate countless hours and money to the church, the South Lyon community, and also charities around Michigan, such as the Special Olympics that's held at Central Michigan University. Phil Weipert and John Odell, can you please come up?
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Phil, let's come to that, doesn't he? Excellent job. Hey, Andrea, next year that she drew the short straw and would have me as a presenter instead of people that can read. And she had paid me, didn't realize that, a great compliment. And she had said that the reason that she moved to South Lyon was partially because of me. And so that violates my contract with a lot of magazines, I guess. But she had actually said that she was here with her realtor, in South Lyon, and had lunch at the hotel. And apparently I was friendly to her and maybe gave some information. I was probably lying. I don't know. Probably told a bad joke. I don't know. And and I still haven't gotten a commission check. So we're gonna have to work that one out a bit. Who's your realtor? It was Ambergy, right? Ambergy. Yeah, I'll call him. Abbey Park at Mill River has a distinguished record of service to the community since the opening of the doors in 2008. Their commitment begins with providing outstanding care for 180 seniors and their families through creative activities and events, by preparing delicious meals, assistance with transportation, housekeeping, and personal needs. Over the past 9 years, Abbey Park has been an enthusiastic partner to Lyon Township and South Lyon area, supporting events and organizations at various levels, as well as volunteering for many local events. They are also active participants in local government. Owners Ed Rosenbaum and Joe Norber, along with Administrator Tamara Ward, attribute much of their success to the generous support of the communities in South Lyon and Lyon Township. They are honored to care for their parents, grandparents, and great-grandparents of their neighbors. For all of this, the Kensington Valley Chamber of Commerce 2017 Business of the Year Award goes to Abbey Park at Mill River. Pictures here, right?
Thank you.
All right.
All right, somebody swung with my notes.
No.
Gonna have to go on the cover.
There's more.
Keep him on his toes. You're the MC
I apparently have to hold on to these now. I can't just read them.
I don't need more.
Just part of it.
There you go.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. All right, we're getting there. That makes more sense. Okay. All right, now our next award is for Volunteer of the Year. This is actually something we added this year just because we felt it was such an area where I think it was missing on our platform of awards. There's a lot of people in this community that do great work that need to be recognized, and that's why we set this up. We have so many tremendous community volunteers, but one that really stood out this year to the community, we're very excited to recognize this individual for her tireless work. Please welcome Troy Powell to present this next award.
The stories that I get to tell. I've known Kathy, we've worked together on Pumpkin Fest. I think many of us know Kathy from Pumpkin Fest. The hours and hours and hours a year that she organizes for Pumpkin Fest to bring 35 to 40,000 people into our community to create memories. That's a forethought in Kathy's mind, I believe. So Pumpkin Fest goes without saying the tireless hours that she puts forth, is a dedication to us. Many of us don't know that there was a time when Cool Yule needed a leader. Well, up goes Kathy's hand. I'll take it on for a couple years, and she did a wonderful job. And keep in mind, think about the times these are taking place. Pumpkin Fest fall, Cool Yule winter, and Relay for Life, which is a very near and dear organization to her heart. She honors many of her loved ones and friends through raising tens of thousands of dollars for the American Cancer Society through wind, ice, rain, snow. I think all that happened last year in one night. And one event that occurs many times throughout the year that we don't know about, that she's been taking on for over 50 years, is her dedication to Girl Scouts. Now here's a glutton for punishment, if you will. She takes 12 to 20 giggling, screaming young girls on camping trips. Not just once in a while, but throughout the summer and throughout the fall. So before I bring Kathy up, I wanted to find one thing that I believe Kathy thinks about, or probably her guiding thought every day when she gets out of bed. I was sitting on the couch the other night, not that she's thinking of me. I was sitting on the couch the other night listening to music, And one of my favorite artists came on with a song, favorite song, Tim McGraw, and he's singing the song, Live Like You're Dying. Well, there's a lyric in that song that I believe Kathy lives by. And that lyric is, by the subject of the song, to be a friend that a friend would like to have. And I would like to bring Kathy up, my friend, who I believe wakes up every day and says, how can I be a friend that a friend would like to have? Kathy? No, you're not thinking me for that one. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you, Troy. All right, next is our Citizen of the Year. This recognizes an individual or individuals who serve as an inspiration to others and are recognized by the Chamber community as unselfishly giving his or her time and talent to producing a lasting benefit to the area. The Citizen of the Year constantly serves the area with outstanding ability and dedication, having voluntarily given their time, talent, and energies without being remunerated, and have made a commitment to the well-being and quality of the life of the area. I have the privilege and honor to actually present this award, and I'm going to go off script a little bit myself. John Rohrhoff is our Citizen of the Year, and I'm pretty excited to have the ability to present. Me and John have known each other for a couple of years now, and it's kind of interesting because we followed a similar path, just opposite. He is a tax advisor who decided he'd rather be a financial planner, and I'm a financial planner that decided I'd rather be a tax advisor. So it kind of worked out where we just kind of formed a bond, and we've actually done a lot of work together. I had a chance to sit down with him this week and kind of get to know him a little bit better on a personal side. He basically resides in Brighton. They just recently moved from the South Lyon area to Brighton with him and his wife Katie. They have two daughters, Peyton and Morgan, and the one we're really kind of looking at today is Riley. Was their third that they lost, unfortunately, when she was born. The Riley Catherine Foundation is a charitable organization named in their honor of their daughter that was set up in 2015. Their mission is to raise money to help families pay for funeral and burial expenses, as well as support for the family of a lost child under the age of 1. Since their inception 2 years ago, it's amazing that they have raised over $50,000 and helped over 40 different families. I myself have 3 daughters. 2 of them both were premature, so I know the struggles that you go through. It's just an awful time. You're excited and jubilate, and then to have something awful happen, it's a time when you need support more than anything. From talking with John, sounds like he's the marketing guy, but Katie should be up here as well as him, because she's the backbone that really got everything started and organized. So they're an asset to the community, and I'm thrilled to be able to present the award for Citizen of the Year to John Rohrhoff. Okay, moving along. Last but not least, we have our Lifetime Achievement Award. The Lifetime Achievement Award honors a lifetime of outstanding service and accomplishment, civic and business leadership. Please welcome Bob Langdon from the firm of Bagley & Langdon to present the Lifetime Achievement Award.
Well, it's really an honor to be able to present this award to a man that I've known virtually my entire adult life, as my family has had business interests here in Lyon Township. And I've known Lanny for that entire time because he's been serving Lyon Township for that entire time. At all times with class and concern and dignity. And Lanny, just even, I have to go through his mind, and when I first met him when I was probably 20, I had to be an utterly impossible to deal with guy. And Lanny always listened very carefully and acted like what I was saying was important, and I've always respected him for that, and just really being a great steward for the community and concerned about the interests of all the people in the community. So, anyway, to the facts, Lanny was born in Tennessee and moved here to the area in 1952, where he graduated from Bentley High School. He went on to become a master electrician, and during that time, in 1968, he married his high school sweetheart, Laurel. Now, I'm not a mathematician, but I believe next year is going to mark 50. Is that right? That's an achievement that you both should be proud of. That's awesome. Well, Laura, mostly you. Yeah, that's good. Anyway, then Lanny went on to work for General Motors, and during that time he earned his bachelor's in industrial management and his master's in administration. Lanny and Laurel have 3 children, Matthew, Malaya, and Amanda, and they have 7 grandchildren, all of whom live in the area. So if I don't miss my guess, it is that your future achievements are going to be related to the relationship that you're building with those grandchildren. And so Lanny began his public life back in 1993 when he was appointed to the Lyon Township ZBA. He then moved on to the Planning Commission in 1997 and was elected in 2000 to the Township Board, and in 2004 was elected supervisor, where he served until his retirement in 2016. He was also on the Downtown Development Authority Board from 2004 to 2016, and he currently serves on the Lakes Committee of the Island Walk Community in Naples, Florida. And I think you're having a good old time planting your landscaping and getting to the end of Laurel's long honey-do list. Ladies and gentlemen, it's very, very much my honor to present this award to Lanny Young.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Bob. We also have our representatives here from the state. Actually, Ruth Ann, I'm going to have you come up right now. We have some special awards for all of our awardees, and I'm going to call them one at a time. But Ruth Ann and also Nick Kennedy, if I can have you come up at the same time to present these. I'm going to call them up one at a time, and we'll take some pictures and give you some more awards here. So first we'll have our scholarship winners back up, Adam Lashuk and Austin Nevitt.
Thank you, guys. Great.
Thank you. All right, next we'll have Peter Alexander come back up.
Thank you.
Andrea wanted me to say that these are being presented on behalf of the state of Michigan. They're signed by the Governor, Snyder, Lieutenant Governor Callie, State Senator Mike Kowal, and State Representative Kathy Crawford.
Oh.
Mine are simple. They're only signed by Congressman Dave Trott.
Wonderful. We'll have the Knights of Columbus come up next.
No, sir, go ahead. Come on, we present you the new grant. More? No, behind.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm sorry, I'm in your way.
No, I'm right.
They actually made me a charge of self-line shit.
All right, we'll have Abby Park come up next.
Thank you very much.
Next, we'll have Kathy Swan.
Ruth Ann's a pro at these. Thank you.
We'll have John Orhoff next. And we can have Lanny Young come back up, please.
I'll tell. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, a couple more things. I'm going to call Andrea, who's right here behind me, to come back. We have one more special award we'd like to present. But I also would like to say a big thank you to Andrea, who has basically put all this together. She's doing a wonderful job as our director. The growth in the area, just in the last, I've been a South Lyon and a Lyon Township resident now for 13 years, and it's amazing the growth this community has had, and the chamber itself in the last 5 to 6 years, all that has to do right now to Andrea and the work she's doing. So we appreciate your hard work. But I'm going to have her take the mic and present our last award.
I should have prepared this. This is winging it. So, I hope he doesn't get irritated. So last year, as we all know, the hotel had a little incident, And it's been rough, you know, but a great, and there's been a lot of talk about, you know, the sorrow and the missing everything, and people have been, so we thought it would be really neat as we come into this new year and the hotel's preparing to reopen, to do something that was kind of positive. So several people, many in this room, kind of pitched in some dollars and bought an ad. If y'all turn to page 2 in the books that are in front of you, there's an ad there. I don't know if Corey's seen it yet, I hope not. So that ad specifically is just a welcome back to the South Lyon Hotel. And actually, could I borrow this? I left my glasses back there. I'm just gonna have somebody read it. Ken, would you read this?
Sure. All right, South Lyon Hotel. Our beloved South Lyon Hotel has been a community anchor since it was built in 1867. Now, after a devastating fire, she has arisen from the ashes and will again open her doors this summer to welcome guests from near and far. On behalf of the community, the Kensington Valley Chamber of Commerce welcomes you home. We look forward to meeting old friends and new under the roof of the South Lyon Hotel once again. Cheers to a new beginning for our community.
Corey, can you come up here, please? We just wanted to offer you this ad, so hopefully you can display this proudly in the hotel when it's opened again, and we love you, man.
You guys want to see me cry like a little schoolgirl? Wow. This is awesome. You guys, that's not in the program. We went off, was a part of it. So, yeah. You know, the story I told earlier regarding, you know, Tamara coming to the hotel with a realtor, you know, I make jokes and I shed light, but, you know, I can't express how much it means, you know, to be part of this. You know, obviously, you know, I'm Rip Van Winkle. I've been sleeping for a year. I haven't, you know, been involved here, and it's really great to be back, and it's really exciting, you know, the prospect of what's going to happen in a few months here. You know, I'm really appreciative of all of these opportunities. You know, I was talking to somebody the other day, and I think it was more about probably the wrinkles and the gray hair that I'm getting probably from running the hotel, but you know, when I started in '01, you know, you instantly make friends with the community and whatever, and there's all these babies, right? And it's like, now these babies are wanting jobs and things, and it's kind of crazy. It's you know, it makes me feel old, but at the same time, it makes me feel really, really good to be part of such a special thing, and you know, just the opportunity that's there, and I don't know, I'll ramble all day. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it.
Well, you can see why this is becoming my favorite event. It really is a great opportunity to spotlight businesses and community organizations. They're doing an awesome job. So I want to thank everybody for coming today. Thank you, Tanglewood, for hosting us. The meal was outstanding. So, and we look forward to a great 2017 and on to the future. So thanks again, and everyone, for coming.
Let's